104.3 FM. Today's flight is explosive, fully interactive, and guaranteed to get your Friday lit like dirty December in advance, despite us being in May. The clock says 12:05, and we're about to cruise till, the next few hours full of vibes, nourishment, and you know what's now, jollof music. Let me hear you scream, thank God it's Friday, if you're as excited as I am to be on this wonderful weekend segment. Headed into greatness, another weekend approaches us. You already know what's up. It's OGO out here. All right, my people, here's first mission of the day. Look back at your week. How would you summarize it in just one word or one emoji? The numbers to dial are 0706 048 5853. Alternatively, 0915 570 8347. Was it full of wahala, victory, or just sleep and repeat? Oh, did something different happen that you'd like OGO and the rest of the Volt Express community to know about? Well, you're welcome to call right here because, of course, now you know all the gist, the catch ups, the amiibos. Now, what's we day here for my people? Send your word now on WhatsApp or you could text, call, and let us appreciate you and your endeavors and your efforts this beautiful Friday. Let's feel your energy. Ojo wants to know what title would your week's movie carry mine. I've been catching up on a few movies myself. The Fast and Furious. I've also been catching up the Fast and the Hustle. No breaks at all. Because true, we no get breaks again for this flight though. Don't worry. You're in the safest hands. You know why? Because we're flying on maximum energy, and flying on maximum energy also requires maximum focus. So yes, this week has that, and my people, wow, we do have tons of things to catch up on. Like this few weeks, yeah, students have been appreciated, letting them know how exciting it is to actually finish school after that tedious campaign of studying and becoming the best version of themselves. Coming out with a degree is also as important. And yes, we also sent a shout out to our mothers, our fathers also, who have been tremendous in our success stories. People who we looked up to in our careers to, materialize what we want to do for society through them. So we talked about a few other topics that were juicy. Just in case you missed those segments, it's your time today to join us because we're also live on YouTube. And trust me, guys, whenever we're live on YouTube now, it's maximum energy. Every single person comes to party behind the scenes. That's where we catch up the laughs, the games, now the tremendous efforts we put in the front end. You already know what happens in the back end. And my people, trust me, it's one of those days where we are excited about Fridays. If you know Fridays are special to you, yeah, then you're doing it right. That means your week is going as you planned. And going as you planned also means, you yourself, you don't try for the week. It's time for you to kick back, relax, and sip your favorite drink. If you've not done that already, then you need to because, yes, it's not so cold out here. The weather seems a little bit dry because of the warmth that the sun provides. But then, my people, if you are not relaxed today, come on. Is it tomorrow you'll be relaxed, or was it yesterday you'll not be relaxed? Let's look forward to the future, but focus on the present. All right. So, yes, call me right now and let me know what you're thinking this beautiful Friday. I am full of energy as always. And as your pilot one now, I have the most incredible hostesses going around serving your most delightful vibes. I have jollof music ready to take over the airwaves. You already know what maximum energy, maximum Oringo. So we're on that level right now. So my people, you already know what to do now. 0706 048 5853. Alternatively, 0915 570 8347. We're locked in and we're locked in hard because Volt Express, where do we want to go now if not spend a wonderful time together? So yes, if you're hearing me across Nigeria right now, you already know who is talking. It's OGO and we have the juiciest topics. You must have heard about the current um things going on with our very own Two-Face Idibia. So many topics are in the air about how he's looking on the last photo he posted. And well, I have my concerns, but then let me run you through a few things that I love about Two-Face Idibia. Not just because he is a wonderful artist, wonderful entertainer, but for the fact that he has been consistent in his career for the longest years, as long as 20 years. I'm not sure the young generation understand how great Tufesi Dibia was. A lot of us who grew up earlier listening to him knew him by Tu Baba, right? No, by Two Face before he transcended into Two Baba. And he was, well, our very beloved innocent right from time, from the moment he dropped African Queen, from the moment he dropped If I Was With You, Rainbows. You understand now, all the most interesting songs that got you hyped up and the parties you attended when you were younger were all thanks to people like Two Face who impacted our childhood. Yes, now because what was who is that African queen that will say that they knew African queen before they knew Two Face African queen? No one can say that. Anyways, there's a lot of controversies going on with recent pictures he posted, talking about he was looking tired, looking slimmer than usual, not looking himself. Well, I feel that Two Face must be going through under a lot of tension, stress, and with everything transpired between him and his beautiful estranged wife, Annie Dibia. You already know now that kind of whole traumatic emotional thing can get you off balance. And my people, hey, now, Two Face has been an award winner for so long. To see him in that shape and see the controversies going around, speculation say that he's allegedly sick. Said a few things. Maybe he's under the tension of missing a woman who really cared about him, and he's just realizing. Well, that is the opinions of the general public. But then, now we are giving our own 2 cents that we hope all is well in the household of Two-Face Innocent Idibia. We appreciate every single thing he has done for the past few years, winning the Headies Awards back to back. Numerous awards were given to him. Almost decorated African King with beautiful song that went places, took us off our seats on the dance floor, made sure that every single one of us were able to understand and relate to the beauty of African queens. And that was what Two Face did for us. So in return, we are giving our warmest shout out to Two Face and hoping that all is well. If he's in a situation where illness has maybe caught up, we are hoping that he can rejuvenate and come back to us as the Two Face better maestro singer we know him as. So, my people, yes, that is a lot to run down on this beautiful Friday. And my, well, compatriots are also here with me. In the presence of you, and you. Of course, now, you thought I was going to call somebody else. No, it's exactly you, the Volt Express community. So, yes, call me right now on 0706 Alternatively, 0915 570 8347. Let's talk about this beautiful Friday. There are topics I want to touch a little bit. It's concerning families and, well, the kind of pressures sometimes they put on people in their household. Okay, for instance, I'll use this as a very brief topic. There is a case where people or family members tend not to be honest with their children about certain things and, well, in the long run hold off on certain informations that might in the future harm than do more good to whoever it is in the household. Some families tend to do out. I'm speaking in riddles right now because that story is not yet clear, but as soon as it's clear, I would like to give my 2 cents, but right now I'm just giving you some insights that you would like to hear about. Families, please, when things go wrong in your households, learn to live with love and compassion. All right, there's so much happening already in the country that has had every single person in a traumatic experience, talking from different sides of the story and stuff like that. Also, I want to bring to notice of the incident that happened this past week, where a certain alleged police officer was on the chase for alleged fraudsters and shot into, well, they say it's an accident, allegedly. An accident that occurred somewhere in Nigeria. I think it's a bad dawn, where the police officer shot a young boy going to school. It's Black Friday, as in some sense, yes, in some sense it's a Black Friday, because yes, that incident left me teary. It made me wondering, what would the parents of that child do? If we were the shoes of that parent, how would we feel? Would we feel like, this policeman was doing his job allegedly, and well, it was a misfire? But then there are questions going about. People are asking questions like, why would you shoot? I mean, you said they're suspected fraudsters, right? And allegedly, they didn't fire back. Why shoot? Why would you raise arms against a public gathering in that manner? In the sense that you're trying to curb, certain criminalities in society. My question also goes to the people out there. Do you think is right, or do you think justice will be given to the parents of that child who was shot? I'm sure most of us heard that story. Yeah, if you notice, my voice is not as hyper and jiggy because a lot has been happening in the country, not just entertainment wise, but around society as well. Because we know here now, we don't just talk about the hyper things, we're also talking about things that affect us as individuals, things that we find displeasing, and also things that we should call to notice and not just smile upon it and say, well, this one no concern me. It's all for us to be concerned, because someone has lost their child now due to the alleged recklessness of certain security agents. And well, all they're going to get probably is, sorry, we must have misfired. Sorry, this is happening to your family. But it shouldn't be so. So, my people, we are all one in this country. Like I've always been saying from day one, we lead together, we march together, no matter where you day. Eh? You understand? It's not just to call here and talk about Okpa that we are enjoying on a beautiful Friday, because I know most of us enjoyed our very cold drinks with Okpa Dioko around the city of Enugu. And yes, now, as much as we love to talk about all that, we also have to keep it real talk with things happening in society that we are not pleased with. So my heart goes out to the families who lost their baby boy on his way to school, you know. Now, people, let's talk truth. A very disturbing story, yeah? It happened last week. If you were in that, situation, what would you have done? All right. I want to know, if you were a parent, or if you're a parent out there and you're taking your child to school and something like that happens. We're not praying for that, but in that scenario, what would you have done? How would you have taken it out? There are a lot of rumors that said jungle that justice would have been required, but I do not think that is a necessity. I also feel that everybody needs to be more careful, including this alert security agents. They need to be careful where they're firing their weapons at, who they're firing it at. And if you don't see a weapon raised against you, why raise your arms? And that is a very big concern for most Nigerians out there. Why raise your arms? There's videos circulating the internet where you see this certain people, threaten civilians, bystanders, for something unnecessary. So the question is, because I know that we still have some very good security agents out there who know their work, who carry out their duties exceptionally well. I am not blasting anybody, I'm not talking down on anybody, but I am saying, why fire your arms at people who you do not see weapons at? The intimidation is not necessary. In some long sense, I remember growing up, they said some certain security agents are your friends, right? And they would treat you with utmost respect, and they would make you feel, part of society. But in the long run, do we feel like that? Those are concerns that make me feel alarmed as a citizen, as a concerned person. And as a pilot. Now, why sometimes if I look for sky, if I see on my Volta Express community, people say all of us just gather, I go dey fear to land for ground because once we land now, problem starts, responsibility start, everything choke. So my people, yes, you understand what I'm talking about now. What do you think about that situation? And do you think the state's security agents in control of that situation handled it well? Because news is circulating that the alleged headquarters of where that incident happened have refused to take responsibility, and they are writing it off as, well, it happened, we're sorry, but we can't do anything. We can't continue like that. All right, so like I said, if you hear from my voice, you'll notice that, well, something is just at mess today being a Friday. But because it's thank God it's Friday now, and we're thanking God for making us arrive at a very beautiful destination. That's another beautiful weekend here on this Friday. I am here for you, for your absolute joy, your absolute enjoyment, every single thing you want to hear be concerning the entertainment. This is me bringing it to you at your footsteps. So yes, let me know what you think right here, and let's talk Friday happenings. All right, my people, as soon as we come back, trust me, I have some amazing songs lined up for you that you're going to love, because wow, if you don't love these jams that I'm bringing, who else won't give you these better jams? You understand now? And because every single one of you are amazing, and you people make this show as vibrant as it can be, with the new callers who've been calling in recently, all appreciated. So this Friday, I'll be giving you maximum energy. All right? Hope we are ready. You have your dancing shoes on. And if you don't have your dancing shoes on, what are you doing this Friday? You get me? So yes, yes, yes. Ndị Igbo si kwadola onwe gị maka golibe rute n'akụkụ gị, ị ga-egolibekwa water. So my people, it's time for that feeling right now. I'll be playing you Cartel by Magneto, featuring Mac Owie and Master Lee, because I'm chilling with the baddest cartel right now on Volt Express, the Jiggy team. You already know what vibe we're on now. This is your Pilot 1, OGO, also serving as your DJ, and trust me, we know this carry last for this channel, for this side. the loudest, the vibrant Volt Express, and you know who already you're vibing with is OGO. Like I said earlier, we have cases reporting from across Nigeria saying there was a police officer allegedly somewhere who reportedly fired at suspected Yahoo boys. But instead of justice, his bullets found a child heading to school in his parents' vehicle. That child is now gone alive just like that. I mean, what are we even becoming? Because then I broke that headline, and then I'm wondering for real. It's a food for thought. Because as my cartel them, if they lose control, is this justice or jungle? And how do we fix this madness? I want you to talk to me, real talk for real, Enugu. What do you think needs to happen to prevent this kind of tragedy? Because it's not just happening in that part of the country, it's happening everywhere. So let me know right now on 0706 048 5853. Alternatively, 0915 570-8347. In case you're wondering why my voice is sounding like this, you might be saying, OG is not sounding himself, he's doing this. Don't worry, it's that Friday feeling. Sometimes now, not be every time we be say Johnny go day hyper. Johnny go one come sing Cynthia like Yemi Alade hinted. Johnny follow me go Cynthia. Nah, we're not doing that today. This time, OG, I'm in the chillest mood because y'all make me feel chill. And in case y'all are listening for the first time and you're wondering what is happening, I'm live on YouTube. So go right now on the Volt Express channel and catch your full glimpse of OGO on this beautiful TGIF Friday. It's weekend already, my people, and we're locked in on the hottest, baddest, loudest channel with the hottest, loudest, baddest team round the globe, round the continent Africa, round the country Nigeria, and in the best states in the southeast. That is 042. So yes, my people, stay locked in fresh. Let's talk about our security apparatus and the life that was lost. All right. So yes. Yes. If you do not know what to do, dial those numbers on 0706 048 5853. Alternatively, 0915 570 8347. Let's talk real talk. But while we're waiting for my people to call in right now, let's also quickly head into the flip zone, where we're talking music and everything fire that has dropped recently. It's the Friday Music Splash. You already know what time it is. Well, we'll head into that topic. Also, give me your rundowns on songs you want to hear. All right, let's rock and roll today. Hello, good morning or good afternoon. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is DJ Sonitex.
DJ who?
DJ Sonitex from Ebonyi State.
All right, DJ Sonitex. Welcome to the Volt Express show.
Yeah.
Is this your first?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're welcome. Clap for yourself. Now you be our first time caller of the day.
Yeah.
All right. About that incident that happened, what do you feel? If you were a parent, how would you feel? Please, can you turn down your radio a bit? It's too loud.
Okay, wait, I'll call.
All right. DJ Sonitex would be calling back in a bit. So he says, we're hoping that we can have an interactive session today because I want to know all about that incident and what you as a parent would have done differently if put in that situation. All right, so let's know right here on Volt Express. Hello, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Silas. I'm calling from Kapasulu.
Good afternoon, Chinasa. How you been?
I'm doing okay. And you?
I'm doing wonderful. Well, a little bit under the weather, So many things are happening at the same time, but we good. We got a day.
Yeah, as you see, the weather has been somehow, so thank you.
It's all good. I'm so glad to hear from you, Chinasa. Is this your first time calling?
No, we've spoken before.
Okay. That means you've been away for a while, pursuing your daily 2K hustle. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. So talk to me. If you were a parent, yeah, and you were in that situation, how would you feel? Going to drop your kid to school and then
So,
witnessing that kind of thing.
they had this, I think they had this thing that happened. I am so sorry for the parents of the girls that died.
Yeah.
Again, this is Nigeria. I think there are some things that we have actually normalized.
Mm-hmm.
and it has become a norm in our society. Because I don't know why the police now are actually opening fire on those anti-domestic states, on civilians, even if those people actually are illegal. So that's actually the right way to tax them. Like, there are certain things like I believe what needs to be, like, we need to innovate it. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know whether that's the word.
Some
So
reforms.
we need a lot of revamping. We need a lot of people that don't even know what they are doing with that stuff. They don't
I
even know
tell
how
you.
to use that.
I was hoping to hear more from Chinasa, but our network is being unkind. Anyways, I'm hoping she can call back on 0706 5853. Alternatively, 0915 570 8347. A lot is happening around the country. A lot of people are concerned, yeah? And you know, see, on the norms, we'll be hyper today being a TGIF, but then let's talk real talk, all right? So let me know how you felt about that situation, that incident, and if you were a parent, how would you handle it? Losing someone dear to you, especially a child, that must really leave us think. Hello, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, my name is Chiamaka. I'm calling from Ababa.
Chiamaka Esther. Welcome to the Volt Express show. You're very highly welcome.
Thank you.
All right. So how's your Friday going? How's your week been?
I'm doing good. It's fine.
Everywhere is fine. Okay. So talk to me. If you were in the shoes of that parent, how would you feel, witnessing that kind of scenario, losing a child for something absolutely that does not even concern you? And what do you think out there that could better with our security apparatus and people who are in charge of safeguarding our lives?
Okay. Yeah, I'll feel bad though because if the police did they make mistake and cross the gun
Uh,
or is it that you know that or any mistake?
Allegedly, they say it was him. That the certain police officers were firing at a suspected fraudster in a car. So for some reason, the bullet must have bounced off or misfired and hit that young boy in his father's vehicle. And he was quite young, very young.
It's very long now, but me, me, I'll feel bad though because it's not easy to give birth. So it's very hard. If you see the pain that we go through when time of giving birth is very
Mm-hmm.
painful for me. It's I cannot take it to. I'll tell the person, like the policeman,
Mm-hmm.
to give me something bigger that I'll be using to remember my child that he killed. Yeah, I cannot forget. It's very hard.
It's very hard. But then, what could they possibly give you that would, measure up for the loss of a child? Significantly, really, what is that thing they could, make up for? Because that sorrow would always be there. Every time you look and you don't see the child, it's going to always bring memories, and at some point, it will build tension of hatred for the entire security apparatus. It will make you feel like Nigeria has failed you. You know.
Yes. Like, a child, they should start from small and be saying what they will become when they will grow or what they will do. I will remember that thing my child used to tell me when he was alive. I'll tell the man, let him build house or buy something with from the baby name. And what
Okay.
I'll do.
All right. You ask them to pay a compensation fee, either a house or something
Uh,
worth it.
yes.
All right. Okay. All right. Shamaka, that's a very good one. That's a very good one. But I still feel it will not make up for losing a child because even in the house, you're still going to miss the laughter of your baby boy. And,
Yes.
that feeling alone of calling the child's name and the person answers you, says, "Yes, mommy. Yes, daddy."
Mm-hmm.
It's never going to be heard again. So it's just like giving you a house, but with no happiness in it. But anyway, it's a lot going on in Nigeria, true, because I was reading a lot of gory stories today and it really got me sad. But this one in particular, try.
They for you today, they say they kill students for Osoka 1. Uh,
You
this
can you can
Nigeria
imagine.
must born another something.
You can imagine. And these are people who are supposed to be protecting us. The real people
Mm.
now causing these problems, they are not going after them. That is my own.
They're not going, it's innocent people they're going after.
Exactly. Exactly. So it's a lot to deal with. Those are things I would like us to talk about today because then I also want to know what would be your take home message to people listening out there because we never know who is listening, yeah? What would you like the security apparatus to reform in their strategies going after criminals and stuff like that?
Me, I'll tell them, like, my own advice is that if they see somebody, let us copy the plate number or follow the person, not to shoot. Let them not shoot again, like, let them not shoot. I know this gun, I thought this gun there used to be used and stand for road, nothing is inside, like, no blood.
It's very live, oh, it's very live. It's real bullets in that gun.
Mm.
You know, it's real bullets in
Let
the
them,
arms they take.
let them not shoot. Like, if they see somebody, as for their mind, they're suspecting the person, let them stop the person and ask the person, or take the person to police station
Mm-hmm.
and ask the person questions.
Proper
Defend
interrogation,
themselves.
right?
Let them pursue the person. Let them not shoot because you will not know who the bullet will go to.
Mm-hmm. You're right. You're right. Because then I believe that most security agents or personnel they have children as well. You know,
If they have,
I'm sure they have. It's not even a I'm doubting it or
they
something like that.
don't need to have one wife. They need to have many wives because if they post them another place, they must give birth. They must get any girl and get pregnant, and they don't need to have one wife.
Well, allegedly, that's what some people are saying that they do. But then we're trying to focus on the parts where they also have children. You know, if they,
Yeah.
how would they feel leaving the house and coming back and their child got shot? You know, these are things we need to take into consideration. There has been so much loss of life in Nigeria that, you know, today I was just reading through and I figured, you know, why not talk about these real issues that are pressing, you know? And then, anyway, I'll allow you to give your take home message to them. Let's hear what you have to say.
Yes. Um, I'm feeling what I want to say, like, not shoot and take the person to station and ask the person questions. That's all. Let them not shoot.
Okay, they will let them not shoot. That is a very strong message. Rather,
Yes.
begin a interrogation form of process and let the proper law take place. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's beautiful, Chamaka. What kind of song would you like to hear this beautiful Friday that will keep you in the right mood? Keep me too also in the right mood. Hello.
And I would like you to play Charlie Poppy, Desperado by Charlie Poppy.
Desperado by Charlie Poppy. All right. All right. You're an action mama. Oh. You sure you're going to dance for us today?
Yes, so, I didn't give you people music. I just give that songs. That's right there.
Wow. Wow. Are you serious? A baby girl.
Yes.
Ah, someone as beautiful as you are. Oh my God. Okay, three bows are for you. You have automatically just won the color of the day because eh? One life was taken, another life has been brought to earth.
Yes.
I'm so happy for you. Congratulations.
Thank, thank you.
Uh, I'm sure the entire Volt Express community in no time will start calling to send their congratulatory message. Wow. All
Yes.
right. So we now have a new princess in our midst. Volt Express community, you are hearing far and wide. So send your prayers right now to Chiamaka because she is our caller of the day. What are you not telling me?
Thank you.
All right. I hope you are inviting us for the dedication also.
Yes, so
Okay.
maybe.
All right. Plenty jollof rice and rice and that was really lovely. You know, shout out to you, Chiamaka, on becoming a new mother, and may your child be filled with joy and no troubles from Nigeria's, overwhelming situation. All right, we'll be taking more calls right here on 0706 048 5853. Alternatively, 0915 570 8347. We are live on Volt Express and you're speaking with OGO. Let's rock and roll. Hello, what's your name and where you calling from?
I can tell from my voice to all the
All right, you called back, DJ Sonitex.
Yes.
All right, can you reduce your radio a bit? It's too loud.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you, DJ. You have the floor right now. If you were a parent and that kind of thing happened, to your ward, to your child, how would you feel? And what strong message would you be passing to the security agencies around Nigeria to make them know that human lives like ours are precious as well? Eh?
The issue is that the policemen will pay a compensation fee
Compensation fee. Hmm.
in our place or Fiaba.
Okay.
That policeman will build house for the boy
Hmm.
and got married for him. Those things. Anything that boy is supposed to do to their parents, that policeman will do everything and bury him very well
Hmm.
before we leave here.
Okay. So you're thinking a compensation will make up for the loss of a child. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, the hurt is still always going to be there, right? But then, as long as that structure is built in his memory, we can see if we can let it go, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, what strong message would you like to pass to these people to let them know that, I beg, our lives too is precious now. You can't keep firing into public and then claiming lives of people you've been sent to protect. So, you have the floor. You have 2 minutes.
You said,
I said, what message would you be passing to these people to let them know that
okay.
Nigerian lives matter as well as their lives too?
They're not supposed to be shoot. Why armed robbers now came there? We are all Nigerians. They should ask us a question. Or if the person claiming a stubborn to them, let them take him or her to police station and ask him question. So that is my own opinion.
All right. Proper interrogation techniques should be in full process.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a very good one. That's a very good message. Same thing Chamaka said. I'm glad to hear that we share the same views. Okay, so since it's a Friday now and everybody is heading into the weekend, what kind of plans do you have this day, DJ?
So what kind of
What kind of plans do you have this Friday heading into the weekend?
plan? Uh, I don't think so.
You don't think you have any plans for the Friday?
Yeah.
Chai. So what kind of weekend are you hoping to have and what kind of Friday were you hoping to have at the end of today?
I'm tired.
You're tired.
So,
Chai. I'm sure this week will end well for you. That daily 2K you're expecting will finally enter.
it will end. Let's take it. Call me work. I need to go work now. I need to
Okay.
go to work.
All right. So what kind of song would you like to hear that will put you in the right mood?
You know, I'm a DJ. I don't play songs that I will like. I'm playing for people.
All right. Since I'm the one doing the DJ for you today, what kind of song do you want that I can play for you?
Okay. First of all, if I want to start music, I will play like Christian music first.
Christian music. You play Christian music
Yeah.
on a Friday, on a party after party Friday like this.
First, if I want to start music, I will play like Christian music.
Okay.
After that one, level, then I will follow. What be able? Play what be able. Ogamakama.
Umubulibo.
Yeah.
Okay. Umubulibo Ogamakama. I do not have that particular song, but in case I find it or may not find it, what other song would you like to hear?
Play any Umubilibu music.
Okay, I'll play you Akachineke in a bit as soon as we go on the break. I hope you have your dance issues ready and you're ready to hop on this ride with us.
Yeah.
My page name is Tgif, where I post my DJ stuff.
Okay, all right. I'm sure your customers who have just heard that would be able to contact you for more business.
Yeah, in any social media, Sonitex TV.
All right, all right. You don't have no problem. All right, DJ Sunny, we'll see you on the stage. We'll see you on the dance floor with our amazing community, especially with our new mother in the building. Would you like to send a shout out to the newly, welcomed mother?
Yeah.
All right, you have 1 minute.
Is the newborn baby?
Yes, we have a new mother in our midst in the name of Chamaka. So tell us something you would like to encourage her with.
The Star Tamaka is the name of my daughter also.
Are you serious? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Tamaka, may God bless the newborn baby, and I would like to marry that your baby.
Ah, baby, where they just born.
Yes, it's okay. I will be training her now until she grows.
My guy. Okay. All right. This is a bad draw now. All right, bro. Have a wonderful Friday, wonderful weekend ahead.
Okay, don't forget to play down mobile back at Chineke.
Absolutely. All right. It will be.
It will be.
All right, boys and girls, you already know what time it is now. Do not let this weather put you on standstill because it's a wonderful TGIF out here and we're enjoying the mood. You understand now? Me, self, they enjoy the mood, and I know, say you, self, wherever you day currently is enjoying the mood. We're still live on our YouTube on Volt Express. Guess what, guys? It's Friday. We're hyped up. No matter what's happening around the country, we are still live and giving you the vibes of your life. So trust me, this flight is one flight that you don't want to miss. And if you're already on board, let me hear yeah, just before we head into the dance floor. Keep those calls rolling in on 0706 048 5853. Alternatively, 0915 570 8347. Let's rock and roll and don't be a weirdo. Hello, what's your name? Where are you calling from? Me, how far now? I'm good. It's a Friday. Well, some certain feelings are flying around with everything happening in the country, with our alleged police officers committing, things that are making us feel sad. So, what would you like to say in that situation? You said? All right, so you're saying the police officer should just hand over his gun? I tell you, that's what has made me very sad today. But then, well, so tell me, if you had a chance to speak directly to our security apparatus around Nigeria, what would you like to tell them that would definitely make a change? Okay. Yeah. Innocent baby. Chai. Would they even say sorry? I'm not even sure they've made a statement. The last tweet I saw was regarding somebody saying that the police command of that particular state has not even made a remark concerning that boy's death. And that is the most painful thing. Like, a parent loses a child and not even one statement from their state command. Not purposely. No, not purposely. Well, I'm telling you, there might be ulterior motives behind it, but not tendering an apology. My goodness.
your friend, because people make the house or you don't even know that the time will do more than that. Don't just wake up to somebody that just like that. It's not good.
All right. So, what kind of message would you like to pass across for them to know that Nigerians, we are watching what they are doing and we do not like the state of things? So, what kind of message would you like to pass across?
I think it's that they should be careful before they do anything.
Hmm.
But yeah, and they're really very important to take care of.